Cobra's Fantasy Baseball Update, Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. Week 2. Good evening, everyone. This is Roger. Tuesday brought us 14 games across the big leagues, and the fantasy implications were, well, they were what they were. Let's not cling to outcomes, let's just observe them. We'll start with the matchup that needs the least explaining. Primetime Jeffrey is running an 8-0 shutout against Crush the Return, and it's largely because of one man having what I'd call a transcendent night. Jose Altuve went 4 for 6 with 2 home runs and 5 runs scored. That's the kind of line that makes you believe in reincarnation. Somewhere a lesser hitter died so Altuve could live. Willie Adamaze wasn't far behind, going 4-4-5 with a homer of his own. And on the mound, Chase Burns tossed 5 scoreless innings with 7 punchouts. Crush has nobody answering. Roman Anthony went 0 for 8. That's a lot of silence from a lineup that needs to be making noise. On the other end of the drama spectrum, Boss Hogg's chicken recipes and Starla's Supper Club All-Stars are knotted at 5-5. Yordan Alvarez is doing the heavy lifting for Boss Hogg. 4-4-8. 2 homers, 4 RBI. The man is a wrecking ball in human form. But Starla's All-Stars got a quiet weapon. Andrew Painter threw 5 1/3 innings of near spotless ball, 8 strikeouts, 1.69 ERA, and Brees Terang swiped 2 bags. That stolen base category might be the thread this whole matchup hangs on. Amarillo Wonder holds a 7-2 lead over the creepy leaping base grabbers, and it starts on the mound. Shohei Ohtani, the pitching half, spun 6 shutout innings. Jack Leiter added 6 of his own with 8 strikeouts. When your top 2 starters combined for 12 innings and allowed just 2 earned runs between them, that's a week that takes care of itself. The base grabbers got solid contact from Xavier Edwards and Jesus Sanchez, but you can't out-hit that kind of pitching dominance. Pete's shitty-ass team trails only Fams 3. 4, but it's close enough that one good night could flip it. O'Neill Cruz had the biggest bat in that matchup. 3-4-8, 2 homers, 3 RBI, 3 runs. That's a statement, but only Fams countered with Gunnar Henderson going 3-4. 9 with a homer and 4 RBI, and their pitching staff is suffocating. Edward Cabrera and Jose Soriano both threw 6 scoreless innings. That's 12 combined shutout frames. Hard to fight that. Acuna Matata is demolishing Ace Shira's squad 8-1, which is what happens when Max Fried throws 7 innings of zeros and Hunter Brown backs him up with 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, and a 1. 50 ERA. Taylor Ward went 5 for 9 at the plate. Meanwhile, Logan Gilbert posted an 8.44 ERA across 5 1/3 innings for Ace Shira. That kind of outing poisons multiple pitching categories by itself. And finally, Tragic Hardball has a 9-0 stranglehold on Soccer is Football, a clean sweep through 2 days of the week. The pitching has been the story. Max Scherzer, Luis Castillo, Logan Webb, and Braxton Ashcraft all turned in quality outings, and the cumulative effect is an ERA and WHIP that Soccer is Football simply can't touch. Hunter Goodman chipped in 3 for 8 with a homer and 3 runs scored. Soccer is Football's bats have been mostly dormant, with Ellie De La Cruz providing the only real spark, a solo homer, but one man can't carry a 0-9 deficit. As the Buddha once said, or maybe it was Yogi, you can observe a lot by just watching. And what I'm observing this week is that the cream is separating from the milk early. Three matchups sitting at 8+ to 0 or 1. That's a lot of suffering for a lot of fantasy managers. We'll see if any of these lopsided affairs tighten up. Impermanence is, after all, the only guarantee. This is Roger. May your streamers stream and your closers close.